It's a picture-perfect Friday evening here at Bridgewater Rainham Regional High School as the BR Trojans open up their 2025 home slate this evening, taking on the Plymouth South Panthers. I am John Luck with Zach Sylvia, and rosters change in high school, obviously, be it graduation, transfers. You know, players change rosters here and there, Zach, but for the Bridgewater Rainham Trojans, they are certainly going through an offensive overall, I think, when you look at some of the names that are out of the lineup and now in the lineup for BR.
Yeah, you look at some of the guys like Caleb Tripp, Will Porter, Owen King, a couple of transfers, a couple of graduations, but definitely your offense is kind of disappearing at that point, but BR obviously looks to improve, move on with some of these new guys.
So you see that Plymouth South did win the toss. They will receive the opening kickoff. Don't really see that a lot now in football these days. But Bridgewater Rainham looking to get their first win of the season last week, losing as time expired on a last-second field goal to the Mansfield Hornets. It was a very competitive game, especially in the second half, and we talked about names kind of changing on the roster. I think one name that people really need to pay attention to is number 23, Adrian Peebles.
Yeah, Peebles coming off as a transfer from Middleborough High, suffered an injury his freshman year with, I believe, a torn ACL, but definitely a guy you want to look for offensively and defensively.
We will step aside now for the playing of our national anthem, courtesy of the Bridgewater Rainham Marching Band.
That are capable of doing so, just stand and remove all headgear and hats in recognition of the playing of the national anthem. Tonight being played by the BR Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for BR Marching Band.
Last season, to start things off for Ian Bain's Bridgewater Rainham Trojans, it was a 3-game losing streak. Now, they did turn things around as the calendar flipped to October, ending the season at 6-5. But, Zach, when we talk about high school football, we talk about a shortened regular season. These early season games can certainly mean a lot as you prepare for some of those tougher opponents in October.
Yeah, obviously you look at this team, not great last year, going 6-5, but definitely, obviously, high school is one of those types of games where you bring up these new guys, you bring up young guys, and you kind of go with the talent that you got. But as for BR, they look to have a much improved season from last year.
Kicking off for Bridgewater Rainham will be Jillian Allen, number 18, a junior. And back to receive for Plymouth South is number 7, Kyle Wynn, and number 9, Maxwell Arnold. Arnold is a senior captain for the Panthers. As I mentioned, a picture-perfect evening here at the Regional. The wind starting to swirl around a little bit. And we are off and running for the 2025 home schedule at the Regional. That goes through the hands and picked up eventually by number 5, Robert Anslone. Anslone to the near side before being finally pushed out, courtesy of number 24, Andrew Presumi, as well as Christian Creed. So we get a chance here now to see the starting quarterback for Plymouth South come out here, Timothy DeRocher. who certainly is a dual threat quarterback. He asked his coach about it, and he told the Patriot Ledger that DeRocher is a true dual threat quarterback who can execute play action passing as good as anyone in the South Shore. Starts out here with a 3-receiver set, sending Shane McDonald into motion, a handoff up the middle before being taken down by Peebles, who we mentioned the offensive side of the ball, but Peebles is dangerous on the defensive side as well.
Indeed he is. He's one of those guys who have a lot of athleticism here. As you see, a pulling fullback, Peebles right in the hole there. Finds that nicely. It only gets about 2 yards.
Carry there by Arnold. A pickup of 3. And Sloan split out to the far side of the screen. Number 3, Braxton Werner on the near side. A man in motion. This is a QB keeper by DeRocher, who will be taken in by the BR defensive line for a small pickup, if anything.
That ball one time going in motion, same receiver, that being more of a read option for the quarterback, decides to pull, but gets no yards on that one.
So 2 running plays to start off this drive here for Darren Fruzzetti's Plymouth South Panthers, who beat Silver Lake last week 34-0, a game they had circled on their schedule when it came out after losing 27-7 last year to the Lakers. DeRocher to the near side, and that is going to be not caught. Bounces off the turf, so incomplete for DeRocher's first pass attempt of the night, intended for number 22, Benjamin Frechette.
Just a simple rollout play here. Just trying to get him on a little drag right there, trying to get over to the line of scrimmage. Has it in his hands, but drops it right at the last moment.
So a quick 3 and out for the Panthers. Good showing by BR's defense. This is going to be taken to the near side by Cam Knutson. Across to the middle into Plymouth South territory, and Jack Lambert and the BR offense will start at Plymouth South's 46-yard line.
It's a great return here, able to find space. Looked like he had a chance to take it outside, cuts it back in. Plymouth South not ready for that one. Getting over midfield, great starting field position.
So last week against Mansfield, we talked a little bit about this before the game. The play calling seemed to be a little bit conservative for Ian Bain's offense. It wasn't until 7 minutes to go in the first half we saw the first completion for Jack Lambert. Lambert is in the shotgun here, sends a man to the far side. Quick pitch to Braden Lewis, and Lewis lowers the boom to the 40-yard line. Quick pickup of 6 for the junior running back.
It's a good sign you want to see. It's a great play by the wide receivers blocking on the outside. Good job by the tackle there to pin the guy inside. So a good game, great start for the offense.
A newly shapen depth chart for running backs here. Of course, we mentioned Kayla Trick no longer with the team. Now Braden Lewis really leading the charge at the running back position. And Lewis again will take this one through the middle, and he'll get passed for the first down to the 35-yard line. Good pickup there for Lewis.
Lewis right now showing his patience on the inside. Nothing inside, tries to bounce it out. Good job by Plymouth South, but not able to do anything there as he gets the first down.
So last week it was very difficult for Braden Lewis to get any positive yards, especially after the first couple plays of the game, but already has a quick 11. Caden Blake on the near side here as Ian Bain looking to change things up at the line of scrimmage here for the Trojans. 4 receiver set. Jamison Derica to the far side. New side down for Lambert and the Trojans. That is complete, and running out of bounds is Dylan Reed.
This is a quick out route there for Dylan Reed. Blake on a little vertical right there, more of a clear out route for Reed, and Lambert finds him nicely on a little out route. A little scuffle there on the back end.
Just meeting of the minds, that's all. So 2nd and 5 here as we are a couple minutes into this BR home opener. Three receivers to the near side. Lambert, after faking a pump, taking it through the middle before being wrapped up and taken down there, it looks like, by number 58 for the Panthers. That would be Benjamin Holmes. Check that, 59, Michael Caruso.
It's a great tackle. Good coverage there from Plymouth, not giving up any sort of room for any of the receivers to get open. Lambert takes it himself, gets a good couple of yards, but nice little 3rd and 2 here, 3rd and manageable.
Once again, Lewis in the backfield here for 3rd and short, straight through the middle of that defensive line. He'll have enough for the first down across the 25 to the 24-yard line.
Lewis getting things done here early on. Another first down there. Very impressive run right up the middle.
One thing to note about Bridgewater Rainham, going back 20, 30 years, it's always been about success in the trenches, the offensive line providing the running backs or the quarterbacks the opportunity to make something happen and take it through the middle of the line. So once again, a new set of downs. Lambert completes this to Reed before being taken down inside the red zone to the 17. That was Braden McNulty with the stop.
Just a little quick screen pass there as Reed comes up but 2 yards, comes right back towards the ball. Good job getting upfield, not trying to cut back, east or west, getting north-south.
Trojans just continuing to chew up yardage here. Drive to start back at the Plymouth South 46, now to the Plymouth South 18. Lambert again going to the near side. It looked like Dorica might have lost his footing there as he was going to the sideline.
Looks like Dorica wanted that little 5-yard out there. But, as you said, just kind of lost his footing, tripped over his own feet. Looked like he got stumbled up on an outcut.
3rd down.
Dorica, a senior captain for the Trojans. Now a 3rd and 4, coming up on 7 minutes to go here in the opening quarter at the regional. Lewis straight through the middle, taking those yards after contact, and that's going to move the chains, it looks like, once again, inside the 15.
Another inside run to Lewis, and this is his 3rd straight first down pickup on a 3rd down. So BR doing a good job, getting good push up front. Lewis able to find space, and BR is just marching down the field right now.
Unofficially here, Lewis looks like 19 yards on 4 carries. Blake on the near side, Reed and Dorica on the far side. Once again, Lewis in the backfield. Lambert fakes a handoff, looking for the end zone, tipped up and knocked away by Shane McDonald in coverage.
Was looking for Blake there on that one, but McDonald plays it nicely as Blake tried to change up his route. Looked like he went on a little 5-yard out, but good job by McDonald staying with it and tipping the ball.
Last week against the Hornets, Lambert 14 of 24, 171 passing yards, did have 5 carries and 40 rushing yards and 2 passing touchdowns as well. Lambert looking for a touchdown on the opening drive. Quick pass, and that's going to be dropped by Finn Kelly.
Kelly trying to catch that one, but he looked like he caught it and looked upfield beforehand. You can see here, he catches, looks upfield before the ball's even in his hands. This is a common mistake you see a lot here in this level of sport. Obviously, you want to see the ball into your hands, you want to try to get upfield.
Finn Kelly did have a 30-yard reception last week against the Hornets. That was back when BR really started to click offensively. He had an 80-yard drive that had the 30-yard play cap it off. On that drive, they did convert 3 third downs. Facing a 3rd and 10, quick pitch to Lewis. And he'll go inside the 10 to right around the 8-yard line. And this is a very interesting moment here for Ian Bain in the offense.
Just a little toss play outside. They were in a trips left formation, bunch tight as they move out Reed, but a good enough gain to see if you want to go for it here. It is 4th and 4. It is very manageable as the offense stays out.
That 80-yard drive I referenced, they did convert on 1 4th down. BR looking to do that here on the opening drive. Trojans faithful getting behind their team. Lambert on the keep, and he'll get wrapped up and stopped. So BR will turn the ball over on downs, but when you get the ball back to the defense now, you're having Plymouth South start from inside their own 10-yard line.
This is a simple QB power here. They try to get everybody on the outside, push everyone towards the sideline, not getting enough push from the receivers or the running back there. So Lambert not able to get it, and you got a turnover on downs.
Going back to that Mansfield game, certainly looks like the playbook was opened up a little more on this opening drive than what we saw last week.
Flag on the play.
And that's going to go against the Trojans. Certainly not what you want to happen when you're starting with fairly good field position defensively, giving up easy yards like that.
No, nothing you want to see indeed, as it looks like an offsides here. That one on Isaiah Baptiste. So not a great looking start there.
Small gain there to open up this drive.
I think they actually lost some yards on this play. This is I formation. Great play to get in the backfield. Drew Sylvia. Great play there, getting right in the teeth of the offense.
Stopped in the backfield by an army of
So after the small loss, now it's 2nd and 6 as we come up on 5 minutes to go. Warner on the near side, 2nd down. DeRocher completes the pass. This is to Anzalone. And Anzalone will get stopped right around the 8 or 9 yard line.
BR's calling for it. They think they got the ball. We'll see here. It's just a quick little screen pass. Guy goes upfield, comes right back towards it. Decent blocking on the outside. That ball looks like it does come out, but it looks like his
the knee was down.
Yeah, so we'll say Plymouth ball on a 3rd and 3.
Last week, DeRocher, 11 carries, 159 yards. Did have 2 passing touchdowns as well. So there's that dual threat that the BR Trojans may have to worry about here, as it's a 3rd and 3. DeRocher, quick pass. That is complete. Shane McDonald breaking free into BR territory. We saw this a couple times last week against the Hornets. BR, it seems like they were going a little too hard on the blitz, and it almost burned them there, as you see that catch getting made in a big gain as well.
Yeah, that pass was behind McDonald, but a great job to stay with it, get right past the linebacker, able to get into the secondary on a huge play that gets him to around the 47-yard line. BR.
DeRocher, QB keeper through the middle to the far side. New set it downs as DeRocher crosses the 25 to the 24-yard line.
Panthers offense starting to click here. Great blocking on the outside from the receivers. Correction, he just kind of runs them off there, but it's just another QB power. BR not ready for it.
A 23-yard gain for DeRocher.
Coach, just a reminder that Fulbro will be in the concession stands tonight.
Of course, this drive started with the quick penalty going on the BR Trojans before the first snap of the drive. Now with 3:08 to go, McDonald, the motion man, trips himself up. Handoff rolling to the far side is Chase Macris, and he gets stopped by Christian Creed.
It's the second time we've kind of seen that play. As McDonald comes in motion, it's just a little one-step counter play. And a great tackle there. That one looking to be Christian Creed with another tackle, but a good gain there is now about 4 yards.
This drive coming up on about 5 minutes. Rocher again on the keeper, just lowering his head and going forward to the 15. Going to be very close to the first down.
Just another quarterback keeper, and we've seen this from Plymouth South, a couple of these, and so far in this drive, it looks like they've worked pretty much right up the middle. PR needs a big stop here.
So we've seen DeRocher take the ball on a couple of QB keeps. We do see Shane McDonald going off the field. Macris in the backfield. Handoff to the fullback, and he'll have just enough for the, looks like enough for the first down, but they're going to call it short.
Just a simple fullback power here, coming in I formation, thinking that they're going to get hand the ball to the running back. But a great job by the BR defense to crowd the line of scrimmage, not give up any yards there. Still 4th and short.
So once again, BR's defense looking to stand tall one more time. 4th and short, straight through the middle. That is going to be enough for the first down to the 11.
This one just obviously a simple QB sneak here. Good push up front from the offensive line. Good job by number 79, Jonathan Baker, to get a good push towards the linebackers.
1st and 10 from the 13.
As we take a look at the head coach for the Panthers, Darren Fruzetti, who had high praise for his team before the season started. Looking to get on the scoreboard first here. DeRocher, that is going to be the first score of the night for the Plymouth South Panthers, completed to Benjamin Frechette.
Touchdown, Panthers.
A 12-yard strike.
This is a play action here. The run has been working for Plymouth South, so they catch BR biting, and nobody even within arm's reach of Benjamin Frechette as he takes it into the end zone for an easy score.
On for the PAT to make it 7-0. That is Maxwell Arnold.
Is good. Score. Panthers 7. Trojans will get the ball.
So obviously BR's defense, that was a very impressive 3rd down stop they had. But 4th down, you give up the small gain to DeRocher. Just almost seems like that was deflating play for BR.
No, obviously what you want to see on a 4th and 1. You finally get to that point. You have a chance to get the ball back. But obviously DeRoche getting that first down does kill some momentum. But Plymouth South did a nice job of running the ball that entire series. So on that last play, getting him with the play action, BR was just not ready.
Of course, last week BR did fall behind early and answered back fairly quickly as well. Back to receive, Knudsen and Reed. Once again, not a lot of wind to speak of here at the regional. As that goes out of bounds. Near disaster, but good awareness there by Dylan Reed to just let the ball do its thing.
That was a great read by Reed. Not obviously, you didn't want to give up the ball there, but he sees that it bounces left. We all know football, these balls, they take crazy bounces. So obviously a big play there to get up to around the, I believe, the 40 or 35 yard line.
Over at the 35-yard now. 1st and 10 from the 35.
Thank you for the confirmation.
Folks, don't forget to give it up for the BR cheerleading.
It's impressive. You wield a lot of power here in the press box. So Lambert back out for his 2nd offensive drive. Got BR to the 8-yard line last time out. Plymouth South. Reed the motion man. Quick pitch to Reed. Going to the far side, and he'll be stopped right around the line of scrimmage. Looked like that play just took a long time to develop.
This just being a simple touch pass to Reed, coming in motion. Lion and receivers try to get outside, but looks like a couple Trojan receivers just missed their blocks there and gets swarmed at the line of scrimmage. Luckily, gets 2 yards out of that one.
Ian Bain will let the clock expire to end the first quarter here at the regional. Panthers on top, 7-0. As we switch sides of the field here, we are going to be playing in the sun. Early kickoff here at the regional. They're making their kickoffs now at 6 o'clock instead of 7 o'clock, so perhaps sunlight, something to contend with in the early stages of this game. As you take a look at the Plymouth South Panthers, again coming into this game with a 1-0 record thanks to a 34-0 blowout win against Silver Lake. It sounds like they're a determined team from some of the quotes that they gave the Patriot Ledger last week. It almost feels like they know this is their best shot at making something happen. And I'll share some of the quotes as we go on here, but we mentioned players kind of getting acclimated to their new teammates here in the first couple games of the season. Plymouth South, a lot of familiarity here, and that could help them as we go into this game.
That's one thing you obviously see. You want teams who have played together for years. These guys are able to gel. They know each other. The chemistry is there. So obviously teams with better chemistry usually will succeed more.
Lambert getting rushed, and he'll get taken down right around the 34-yard line. Looks like he was wrapped up and taken down there by Frechette.
The play looked to be almost blown up immediately off of the left side of the line. The left tackle looking to miss his block almost completely. So that play was a disaster from the start.
So 3rd and long here facing the BR offense. Once again, read the motion man going to the far side. Lambert, quick pass, trying to thread the needle. He does to Reed, still going to be way short of the first down.
You can see Reed going in motion. Nobody for Plymouth South following him, so them more in the zone, playing backdrop coverage just to prevent the first down there. Gives up only about 4 yards there, so a good job there from Plymouth South.
At the very least, trying to buy some extra yardage here for the defense, as they'll have to kick it away. Finn Kelly will punt it for the Trojans. High snap, though it's a booming kick. And Plymouth South will start out from their own 27-yard line. Well, I mentioned the familiarity roster-wise for Plymouth South. Braxton Warner said this to the Patriot Ledger following that game against Silver Lake. We've all grown up playing together, and we know we have a ton of weapons we can go to on offense. There's no selfishness. Everyone is all about what makes the team better. This team has a ton of chemistry, and we know that we can do a lot of good things if we work together. Certainly words of a senior wide receiver there that has seen a lot with this team. Opening play going to be a QB keeper by DeRocher to the far side. There is a flag that comes in, so for the moment it's a first down, but more likely than not it's coming back.
DeRocher able to make a nice little run there, breaking a couple of tackles, but this one will be probably coming back for a hold.
Flag on the play, a little bit of yellow.
So it'll be a 1st and 15 coming up here for the Panthers. On the last offensive drive, DeRocher and the Panthers had a 13-yard play and a 34-yard play. DeRocher, a quick pass that is going to be complete, getting a lot of those yards back across the 30-yard line. That pass completed to Braxton Warner.
Pass complete to number 3, Braxton Warner.
BR coming in with more of a heavy pressure, more of a blitz there. So a quick little screen, able to get upfield, get those yards back, and get back within manageable yards to get a first down.
Looks like Knutson and Creed involved on the stop there. Brings up a 2nd and 5. Off the 10-yard gain, DeRocher to the far side again, right around midfield. Runs out at the 49 of Bridgewater Rainham.
One thing I'm noticing so far, it has been very good block up front. Great job from number 71 right there, Camden Latham, to get upfield, and good outside blocking from the receivers. This run game has been more than effective.
So about a 19-yard gain there for DeRocher. Again on the keep, trying to miss tacklers. Flag does come in as DeRocher gets taken down at the 45.
Flag comes flying in.
So Peebles slip at the line of scrimmage.
Stop by number 9, Drew Sylvia.
This will be a block in the back.
Block in the back by Plymouth South.
So we see here just another little QB power. Looks to be number 4.
I'm just going off of hand motions, and if someone has their hands up making it look like don't call it on me, that's usually when it goes on them.
But obviously not what you want to see. These types of penalties can be momentum killers.
So the second penalty of this drive on the Panthers, as Aldridge motions to the far side, tipped up and intercepted. Drew Sylvia, heads up play for the BR Trojans.
Quick pass play inside. That one off of the receiver's hand. That one going off McDonald, in a great heads up play from Drew Sylvia. Momentum all in BR's favor right now.
At some point, you have to start wondering when the mistakes by the Panthers and those 2 penalties on the same drive are going to kill them offensively. We saw it right there. And a nice heads-up catch there by Drew Sylvia, bringing in the INT. So just like that, BR's offense back on the field. Peebles in the backfield this time for the Trojans. Gets the handoff to open up this drive, and he's met at the line of scrimmage. And gets pulled down initially there by number 44, Braden McNulty.
They try to go right up the middle, but obviously Plymouth South doing a very nice job stuffing that hole. The middle hasn't been open for Bridgewater since that first drive.
BR looking to pay back the Panthers, losing last season 28-27, a game that came down to a 2-point conversion by BR that was for naught. Taking the handoff to Peebles. Lambert rolls to his right, over the head of Reed. And a flag comes in late.
There's looking to be a little bit of a waggle play, but it looks like there'll be 12 men on the field for BR. Ineligible. So be ineligible player downfield. You see here, 2 linemen, number 72 and 76. 5 yards before even the pass, even the play's even in motion. So
Third and 9 for the Trojan offense.
Not what you want to see.
These are the drives that you have to think Ian Bain really wants his offense to convert on. You get the ball, favorable territory off of an interception, bringing some life back here to the regional. Now a 3rd and 9. Dorica to the near side, along with Dylan Reed. And Lewis will take this through the middle to the 37. So it brings up about a 4th and 3, and this is kind of that no man's land, it looks like, for high school football.
Just a simple power play. You can see the guard coming on a pole block. Lewis able to get upfield, so it is 4th and manageable for BR. You need this one desperately to get on the board and tie things up here before half.
Already 0 for 1 on 4th down. Lambert getting pressured. Almost intercepted, going for Reed into double coverage.
They go right back to that rollout play on a trips right. Trying to get him on that out route, but a nice play there from Robert Anzalone. Almost jumps that one, almost takes it back for 6.
So BR 0 for 2 on 4th down. 7:11 remaining here in the first half. Plymouth South in front 7-0. And a handoff up the middle. Looks like this is to number 9, Arnold.
Plymouth South leading off with the fullback there. There's number 44, Brady McNulty, leading the charge there for that I formation run. And we've seen that a couple times here. Plymouth South running a majority of their plays out of that I formation. And you know what they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Like I said, almost throwbacks to what BR used to do. I formation, charge that ball right through the center or right through the B gap. Same formation here for the Panthers. As DeRocher rolls to his right. And was that picked off? It was. Second interception this time. Looks like by number 7, Cam Knutson.
Just a rollout play here, trying to get everything to your right. A bit of pressure coming up, and Knutson making a nice job coming up on that ball, beating the receiver to the sideline and going with a second straight pick. Now if you're BR's offense, 2 straight interceptions, you have to do something off of 2 turnovers forced.
If BR doesn't get something here on offense on this drive, you have to think there's going to be some conversations during the week. Dylan Reed and Dorica again to the near side here as BR is given life once again offensively, as Lewis will pick up a couple yards across the 40 to the 39 for a 4-yard gain.
Lewis on the carry.
Lewis with a nice inside carry there, right between the tackle and the guard. Get a nice 4-yard gain there. And that's what we saw, obviously, in the majority of their first set, or their first series, I should say. Them running the ball. That's what was working with Lewis. Giving the ball to Lewis, letting Lambert run it a couple of times. That's what's been working for you so far.
35 yards all-purpose on 7 touches for Lewis. Now a 2nd and 6. Kelly motions to the near side. Again, they go with Lewis, and he'll, looks like, be past the first down marker, so they'll move the chains.
Moving the sticks, that's a PR.
Lewis once again, this time bouncing out to the outside. Gets enough yardage to get the first down there. Lewis so far doing a nice job in today's game.
Georgia's 1st and 10 from the 33.
Lambert's completed 3 passes here tonight. 3 for 5. So Trojans sticking with the ground game here in the first half as we're about to go inside of 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Sticking with Lewis here once again, bouncing off of Kelly, who is trying to give him some protection, to the 29-yard line.
Going opposite side this time to the right, another power run with the pulling guard. Looks to be stopped in the backfield, but gets tackled with 4 momentum, so gets 4 yards on that one. Looked to be only 2 at the beginning of it.
Last season with Caleb Tripp, it was all about those yards after contact. It appears the same thing here for Lewis. Just lower the shoulders and try and get a couple extra yards churned out. Once again, a 2nd and 6 for the Trojans. Lambert floats it up for Lewis, spins around for a new set of downs into red zone territory.
You could tell almost immediately Plymouth South coming on a blitz line, kind of letting them come towards them as Lewis just kind of goes outside. Little dump pass there. Great tackle in open space, because if that was a broken tackle, that's a touchdown.
Biggest play of the night for Braden Lewis, and it comes off of a reception. He'll get a breather here. Peebles comes into the backfield. Adrian Peebles wrapped up and taken down. Looks like that time by number 22, Frechette.
Peebles a bigger running back, has a lot of size, a lot of speed, a lot of athleticism. So all his momentum going forward just carries him.
Trojans got a first down off of a couple of 2nd and 6s on this drive. 2nd and 5. Lambert was surveying the field, and he gets pulled down initially by number 66, Finnegan Burr.
Lambert on that play looking right at Caden Blake, who is single side, doesn't get open, decides to take it himself, gets a nice couple of yards there, avoids the negative play.
Third and 3 for the Trojans. Last week they were 9 for 12 on 3rd down. 2.5 to go here in the first half. Lambert floats it up for Blake, wrapped up and taken out of bounds inside the 5 to the 4. Good heads up play there in the secondary by McDonald, but BR in some good territory here in the late stages of the first half.
They go to the exact same play that they wanted to run last time. This time able to get it out to Blake, who makes a great play.
They're trying to play hurry up. Peebles got stopped in the backfield. Chase Macris, the initial stop.
2nd and goal from the 6.
Plymouth South breaking the line of scrimmage almost immediately. About 6 or 7 players right there coming in to make the tackle.
Second and goal for the Trojans now. As Peebles on Lambert's right. Rolling to his right side, floats it up, intercepted in the end zone by number 3, that's Braxton Werner.
Warner staying with Dorica the entire way in the back of the end zone, tries to float it, but was entirely covered. So another turnover, 3rd straight turnover we've seen in the last couple possessions. A huge momentum killer for the Trojans.
At halftime, I wonder the conversations that are going to be going on both sides, because for the BR Trojans, obviously you turn the ball over twice on downs and right there on the interception, but for Plymouth South, 2 straight passing attempts by DeRocher were interceptions. So obviously both teams trying to work through some issues here in the first half. First play, simple running play through the middle. Small loss in the backfield.
BR does a nice job here bringing the safety in the box. That doesn't matter. That front 4 able to get past the line of scrimmage, forcing a loss of 1 right there.
Peebles in on the initial stop. I think these coaches are more than happy to just let the final 60 seconds tick away. 2nd and 11 coming up here for the Panthers. 3 receivers to the near side, including Anzalone. Keeper by DeRocher. And DeRocher gets wrapped up and taken down shy of the first down. They're going to give him the progress.
First down, Panthers.
They bring everybody near side, forcing obviously more Trojans there, creating enough space for DeRocher to come up and get a nice 10-yard gain with just under a minute here.
DeRocher 29 rushing yards in the first half.
1st and 10 from the 30.
Clock ticking down to 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. And a timeout taken by the Panthers.
Timeout, Panthers.
Interesting to see a timeout taken with 30 seconds when there was about a minute 20 to go, and it was just kind of working through the motions.
Plymouth South just showing no sense of urgency there, but you kind of wonder what their plan is here. Do you want to try to get a score in right before halftime with 30 seconds? I feel like we would have seen a little more urgency with that, but 30 seconds here most likely will run the clock out.
So let's put you into the shoes of Darren Frazzetti here. Do you give your quarterback a passing play before the end of the first half to try and get his frame of mind in the right place, because the last 2 passing plays were picked off?
That's a tough one. Obviously, the quarterback a little shaken right now because of those past 2 picks. His run game so far has been working very well. You just wonder if there's a shot going to be taken here from the Panthers.
3 receivers lining up to the near side here as DeRocher will keep this one and wrapped up and pulled down. Looks like that was 57 on the stop, Cody Baker. So time continuing to tick down.
It's a simple, another quarterback power. We've seen a couple of those all game, as I think Plymouth South is just going to let this clock wind down as we go to halftime.
So an interesting first half, I think we can say, between these 2 teams. A fair amount of mistakes, but still, it's the early part of the season. Both these teams, Zach, it appears they're just trying to work their way through the motions.
Obviously, BR not getting to where they want to, able to force 2 straight turnovers, but then come back on messing up on a 4th down and then throwing the pick the next play. So obviously not what you want to see there.
So quickly here on the BR offensive side of the ball, we saw a lot of rushing plays, as we did against Mansfield in the first half last week. Do you expect Ian Bain to maybe open up the playbook a little more and let that passing game come into play here in the second half like we saw last week against the Hornets?
You obviously want to try to take a couple shots. You want to get Lambert's confidence up big time here, as obviously throwing that interception, that brings any quarterback down, right? Especially at this level, the mental toughness not always there. So you obviously BR, this is a new type of offense that we've seen in the past. This is a more spread, more pass heavy, I'd say, than running wise. But obviously you want to come into this second half and you want to kind of shoot the Panthers in the mouth right here.
So we will step aside for halftime here. It's Plymouth South in front 7-0. BR will get the ball to open up the second half on offense after this here on BTV.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause. Both BR cheerleading team and the Plymouth South cheerleading team. Ladies and gentlemen, now welcome to the field, the Bridgewater Rainham Marching Band. They'll be setting up the field. As a reminder, tomorrow night right here on our field, the BR Marching Band will be hosting its third U.S. Marching Bands competition, featuring 5 marching bands. There'll be 5 delicious food trucks, a 50-50 raffle, bake sale, and more. It's a great family event for a fall day, and you're supporting BR Music. Starts tomorrow at noon, general admission's $15. Students of 5, kids of 5 and under are free. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause. BR Marching Band.
Game-changing play.
Pulls up, turnaround to win it. Got it!
Welcome back to the madness.
A 7-0 lead for the visitors at halftime. Plymouth South in front of the BR Trojans here on opening night at the regional for the BR Trojans home schedule. John Luck with Zach Sylvia, and this has been an interesting first half, Zach. Certainly a first half filled with miscues on both sides.
Interesting indeed. We came out of that going right before halftime. We saw 3 straight series with turnovers. Plymouth South with 2 interceptions on back-to-back plays. BR looking to drive for the moment, but then throws an interception right in the back corner that was intercepted by Braxton Weiner. So obviously offense not really the name of the game so far for BR. Defense has cleaned things up after giving up that score, but you kind of wonder where the offense takes into direction here after their last possession.
So it should be worth noting, we keep talking about the Mansfield game, but that's all we have to go back to. The opening offensive drive for the BR Trojans, an 80-yard drive, 2 third-down conversions, 1 fourth-down conversion that was capped off with a Jack Lambert to Finn Kelly 30-yard touchdown reception. So certainly Ian Bain hopes to have some similar success to open up the second half, but as you said, there's been miscues all over the place. It's kind of surprising to see DeRocher a couple of interceptions back-to-back.
Especially for BR. The one guy that has been playing really well is Braden Lewis. So far, 9 carries, 55 yards, unofficially, around 6.1 yards a carry. You want to see him either get going more.
The opening kickoff for the second half was initially fumbled there by number 25, Ryan Alves. So Lambert and the Trojans offense will start out from their own 32-yard line.
There's a little squib right there. Alves is able to pick it up, get a nice couple of yards, getting right past the 30. So right around average field of possession here for BR.
Lambert in the first half, 5 for 11, 34 yards, and an interception. As you heard Zach mention, 55 all-purpose yards for Braden Lewis, who joins Lambert in the backfield. Opening play of the second half, handoff to Lewis across the 35, wrapped up around the 37-yard line. A quick 5 yards to open things up.
And we see it once again, going that bunch trips formation for Bridgewater, forcing Plymouth South to one side, giving it to Lewis right on the opposite side, getting a nice 5-yard gain. If you're Lewis, you want to be able to help carry this offense, because so far he's been the offense for BR. You kind of wonder, though, if they keep going to him, do you want Plymouth South to focus more on him and try to get to other players?
Plymouth South sending 4. Again, they go with Lewis through the middle, offset to the left side this time to the 40, so it brings up a third and about 2.
Third down. 32.
This is a counter play going right, going back left. Getting a nice 3-yard gain there, and you find yourself in another 3rd and short here. So far, pretty successful on 3rd downs. That first series going 3 straight before not being able to pick up that 4th down.
Lambert and the Trojans looking to continue this drive. Well, he had the forward progress. Looks like he'll have just enough.
Lewis up the middle.
Lewis once again getting the carry there for another first down. I believe this is his 5th first down of the entire game. And for BR, right now, Lewis putting the offense on his shoulders.
As we said, last week it took until the 7-minute mark in the second quarter to have the first completed pass. And before then, there was only 1 passing attempt by Lambert. So new set of downs here. Finn Kelly motions to the near side. Hand off again to Lewis. Trying to get some separation to the 47 this time.
Lewis to the outside, second down.
It has been all Lewis here so far for BR in this second half. Able to get some nice yardages. Already picked up a first down. Good little 4-yard gain there.
Second down, 2nd and 6, Trojans.
Lewis, 4 carries, 15 yards on this drive. Lambert looking to throw. Going deep, looking for Blake. And he gets it inside the 15. A huge reception by Caden Blake.
We talked about it during halftime. We kind of wondered, would BR take a shot? They finally do. And Caden Blake, great coverage, but able to corral it. Gets BR within the red zone. A huge play.
Lambert hands off to Lewis. Once again going out tackle. Again, BR trying to hurry things up. But once again, Lambert with a deep pass for one of the early plays of the second half.
As you said, going off tackle there, but a great play there from Weiner. Made a couple of plays here on defense, had the interception late in the second quarter.
Coming up on 8.5 to go here in the third quarter. BR moving the ball now on offense. Peebles in the backfield, gets the handoff. On second down, there's a flag coming in.
23, Adrian Peebles.
As Peebles gets to the 10, and looks like it's coming back.
Peebles was able to make a nice play on a jump cut to the outside, but you can almost see immediately as it was coming back for a hold. So now you go from the 15-yard line and 10 yards back. Looks to be number 76 or 67. No, there's 76.
Trojans will now have the ball, 2nd and 19.
The name's on the roster, so it works out for him, I guess, in this case. Nonetheless, brings up a 2nd and long for the Trojans. Lambert sets back, going deep once again for Blake, turns around, and it goes between his hands.
Just out of the reach of Blake, it'll be 3rd down.
Blake running a post corner on that play, gets upfield, able to beat the corner off that instep. Turns on the wrong shoulder, has to correct himself, not able to in time as another pass falls incomplete.
They connected earlier on a play that was about 40 yards. Looking to continue that momentum, but now facing a 3rd and 19. Motions to the near side once again. Lambert rushed on the throw. That is complete to Dorica, right around the 10-yard line.
Lambert does a nice job here, stepping up in the pocket, sensing the pressure, able to find Dorica right in the middle, coming on a deep dig route right there. 4th and 5, obviously 4th and manageable. 0-2 already on the day, so need a huge play here.
15-yard pickup, but right now all that matters is 4, because it's 4th and 4, and as you heard Zach mention, 0 for 2 on 4th downs here this evening. Amber, quick drop back, and intercepted at the 5-yard line, pulled in by number 7, Kyle Wynn.
Pass intercepted, 1st down, Panthers.
Jack Lambert's 2nd interception of the game.
And that's a huge momentum killer as Nguyen just rips it right out of the hands of Blake, undercuts the route nicely there on a man coverage. So huge plays for Bridgewater, but it doesn't matter because there's still a 0 on that scoreboard.
I almost feel like it's ironic because I think Blake actually won the tug of war for the ball on that 40-yard play when he was matched up with Nguyen in the secondary. Nonetheless, DeRocher back out here for the Panthers. Hands off on the opening play of the drive. Gets across the 10 to about the 13-yard line.
And we've seen this from Plymouth South. They love to run out of the I formation. It's a fullback blocking Peebles there, able to get a nice 7-yard gain on that one.
Looks like that was Arnold on the carry.
Number 9, Arnold on the carry. 2nd and 4.
Keeper by DeRocher, and he's met right around the line of scrimmage by number 8, Christian Creed.
DeRocher trying to go a fake handoff there to the inside. Almost had it for a moment, but Christian Creed, not fooled, finds him right in the middle, meets him in the hole, and wins that battle.
So a huge 3rd and 3 upcoming here for the BR Trojans on defense. This Panthers offense is capable of breaking free for a sizable gain. DeRocher's had a 34-yard pass, has also run the ball for 19 and 10 yards. He keeps the ball this time, and that should be enough to move the chains.
This has been the Panthers' bread and butter pretty much all day long. Just a simple QB power right up the middle. BR gets there, almost looked like in time, but DeRocher with the momentum able to carry it for a first down.
I feel like if you're a defensive coordinator, it's hard to plan for a quarterback like DeRocher because I mentioned he can complete a 35-yard pass, but he can also get those small gains and break free for a 19-yard off-tackle run.
And we see that a lot, especially now in high school. You have these dual-threat quarterbacks who are able to run and pass.
Get a timeout taken by Darren Frizzetti.
Folks, just remember to help out supporting Cobra, Friends of Bridgewater Rainham Athletics, by making a trip over to the concession stand. Also, folks,
Zach's kind enough to do a little bit of house cleaning here in the booth.
Dustpan was right next to me that entire time. It's kind of annoying me.
You played through the pain. I appreciate it, though. That's the football mentality. So I mentioned last year that this game actually came down to a 2-point conversion as time expired. Jack Lambert completing a pass to Will Porter came down to a 2-point conversion that Ian Bain went for and came up empty on that. And Plymouth South, interesting to note, they have yet to allow a single point this season. Mentioned they won 34-0 last week, now 7-0 here in the 3rd quarter. DeRocher tries to motion his man, looking for a fake sweep. This is going to be a handoff once again to Arnold, who just crashes forward for about a 2-yard pickup.
Plymouth South is trying to fake outside on the fake sweep there. Just a comeback right inside on the power, but a nice job by the front 7 of BR. Only giving up 2 yards on that one.
By number 9, Arnold.
Frizzetti told the Patriot Ledger before the season on Max Arnold that he has great vision and speed, and says that Arnold is looking for a breakout season. And that he's looking for a breakout season for Arnold as well. A 2nd and 8 coming up on 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Again, sticking with the run game, a small pickup.
Kind of go back to that same play. This time it's DeRocher taking up the middle. BR's front 7 right now doing a good job corralling to the ball, able to only keep it within 2 yards each play.
A 3rd and 8 now. It says 3rd and 8 on the scoreboard. Looks a little closer, but still a 3rd and medium here. I honestly don't know what Plymouth South could go for.
if you're BR here, you obviously want to watch for DeRocher to take it right up the middle. We've seen a couple of QB powers on the third down already, but you kind of wonder, they went to a play action earlier in the game to score a touchdown. You wonder if they go that here.
DeRocher hasn't thrown a pass on this drive. He's going to now, going deep. They were looking for a flag, nothing going, except good defense that time by Dylan Reed.
They wanted to go screen there. They had two guys coming right back towards the ball. One deep route. Reed does a nice job. Doesn't look back. Does look like he holds just a bit, but that ball most likely deemed incatchable, so no call. Good job by the referees there.
So now the Trojans offense looking to capitalize on what the defense gave them there. An impressive stand, 3:22 to go in the third quarter. As that gets knocked away by DeRocher, and we're going to have looks like a running into the kicker call here. As DeRocher fell to the ground.
High kick, flag on the play.
Looked like initially BR had good pressure, but momentum just continuing into the kicker.
Believe this is going to be a first down for Plymouth South. Refs discussing it. So the call is here.
Penalty was a running into the kicker. Penalty was declined by the Panthers. PR Trojans will take first and 10.
Interesting take there as Plymouth South declines the penalty on the running the kicker. They would have a first down.
Here from the trucker, that would have been a 5-yard penalty, so that's what figured into it. So 3:12 to go. Lambert and the Trojans at their own 49-yard line, looking to get some sort of offensive momentum here, and more importantly, points on the scoreboard.
If you're BR here, you want to get to your playmakers.
Handoff goes to Lewis, and he'll charge through into Plymouth South territory for about a 3-yard gain.
See BR there, bunching up that offense, bringing the receivers in tight, going right up the middle once again to Lewis.
Lewis's 15th touch of this game. He's really been the do-it-all player for the Trojans here this evening. And he continues to do that as he goes to the 45-yard line, another 3-yard gain.
Once again, you can see the pulling guard coming from that left side. Another 3-yard gain there for Lewis.
So I have him down for 75 all-purpose yards. He did have a 10-yard reception in the first half, but a lot of the damage has been done on the ground. As we enter the final 2 minutes of this third quarter, Trojans down 7-zip in their 2025 home opener. Read the motion man. They stick with Lewis, who gets the first down, plowing his way to the 34. About a 12-yard gain.
And that's the type of play. Great job by the tackle, taking his guy outside. And Lewis finding the hole, one cut, one step, gets that extra yardage, gets a big first down there for the Trojans.
Longest run of the day for Braden Lewis. Working his way to 100 total yards in this game. Sticking with the ground game and taking himself away from a couple of tackle attempts. Lewis gets some positive yardage. initially wrapped up by Finnegan Burr at the line of scrimmage.
You can see that Plymouth South running a majority of their defense in a zone. Well, BR does a lot of motion, so not a lot of movement from their defense. So more or less staying put, able to keep Lewis within that first couple of yards.
I keep mentioning BR football back from the early 2000s and the late 90s. This almost has a feel of classic BR football. Hand the ball to the running back, lower the head, and see what you can get. Reed motions to the near side. Lambert going to throw, though, as that gets knocked away. Intended for Dorica.
BR's has passed the ball only one time, majority of the time this series running the ball, trying to go for a little play action there. But again, Plymouth South right in that zone, able to cover that area very quickly in a 3rd and long here.
Good job by the official staying out of the play as well. That could have been dangerous. BR looking for their first win of the season here tonight. Lambert letting it fly, going deep. Nothing going there, though. Intended for Blake.
Pass a little long.
He was going stride for stride with Shane McDonald.
Blake on that play, just running a little go route. Has a step on him for a second. Able to beat him outside, upfield. But that ball just overthrown by Lambert. That one, Lambert wants to have back right there.
And out comes the kicking team. Finn Kelly gonna try and corner this one. A high snap. And it takes a quick Plymouth South bounce before rolling out around the 10-yard line with 2 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
Punt by number 2, Finn Kelly.
It's a good punt there. Obviously, you pin them deep going into the 4th quarter. But if you're BR, your defense has done very well ever since Plymouth South's first score. Question is, we've seen it multiple times today. Can BR's offense pick up the pace a little bit? Can they hit those deep shots? Can Lewis finally get those bursts out of the backfield? We kind of look all this for in the 4th quarter.
We did see when Plymouth South was around this yard area on the field, BR did get a quick penalty. To close out the 3rd quarter, it's a running play, as has been the case for most of this quarter. Up to around the 14-yard line. And that will bring a close to the 3rd quarter here at the regional. The score is the same as it was to end the half. I want to thank our crew here this evening. We have Mike Moriello, Al Lacerda, Jeff Fowler in the truck. We have Jordan Francion, Brendan Curtin, Hannah Panici, Tim Costa, Ara Galenian, and Austin O'Hara. And then you have us. John Luck, Zach Sylvia here with you at the regional as BR opening up their home slate for 2025. This almost has the feel of like an AFC North type of game, a running game, a ground and pound game, predicated on the defense and which team can capitalize on the biggest mistake.
And this is honestly, you could probably say Bill Belichick's favorite type of game. He was a very smash mouth type football guy. 7-0. Defenses both playing very well. As Sweet Caroline is playing.
Yeah, we just don't acknowledge Sweet Caroline.
I just did.
I'll stand and protest Sweet Caroline.
Usually stand when Sweet Caroline is playing, so you're not really protesting much.
Gotta get ready for the 4th quarter here. Plymouth South coming out facing a 2nd and 6. A handoff and a big defensive play by Adrian Peebles.
By number 23, Peebles.
Peebles gets right past the fullback, completely misses the block, throws down the running back. A huge defensive play there, forces Plymouth South into a 3rd and long.
Maxwell Arnold legitimately just got ragdolled by Peebles. A loss of 1 for Arnold brings up a 3rd and 9.
If you're BR here, offense not getting a lot of momentum, need to force a turnover within this close yardage.
Droscher has had a couple of interceptions this game. Rolling out, looking downfield, incomplete. So BR's defense stands strong again, and they're going to have some good field position for the offense. The offense just has to convert on something.
This is great coverage on the outside. Look to be number 41, who not on the roster, no name for BR, but regardless, still makes a great play there on a little rollout action. As us who watch football like to call a little bit of a waggle.
Droscher will kick it away to Knutson, taking off from the 45, looking for some open lanes inside the 30 to the 28. One of the better starting points for the Trojans in this game, but again, it just comes down to, can this offense make something happen here in the 4th quarter?
It was a good kick, able to catch it cleanly, and looked like one of the Plymouth South players was a little confused, able to find a little hole right up the middle. It was a great tackle there from Brady McNulty, who might have stopped a bigger gain. But within the 30-yard line here, BR needs to come up with something, especially in the 4th quarter.
Again, last season, BR started the season off 0-3, looking to even up their record here in 2025. Nice pass inside to the red zone. We'll get things started nicely to the 16 off of a big passing play.
This is a little snag route from Finn Kelly, able to get upfield, the big body tight end, catches it, uses his strength, his size, able to get that first down. A great start to the drive here.
Three receivers again lined up to the far side, sticking with Lewis. And Lewis continuing to turn those legs inside the 5 to the 2.
This is great blocking up front by the offensive line. Good pin-out blocks. Lewis making things happen, keeping his legs turning.
Quick play. Lewis lowers the boom and evens the score, or I should say brings it to within 1. But nonetheless, Braden Lewis has been the do-it-all player for the BR Trojans here tonight.
And this is exactly what you wanted from your offense. You start with great field position, the best you've had all game. 3 plays later, you're in the end zone, exactly what you want to see. Obviously want to capitalize here on this field goal, but Lewis with a couple of huge runs, that one right there, and then the next one into the end zone. As BR ties it up.
We are all knotted up here in the 4th. 50 rushing yards in the second half for Braden Lewis.
Another look here at the touchdown. Plymouth South able to break through the line, but too little too late there for the Panthers. Lewis powering inside.
I have Braden Lewis down here for 105 all-purpose yards. And what has been a night to remember here for the junior running back. And those are the first points allowed by Plymouth South in 2025. And over end kick into the hands of Wynn. And Wynn bouncing off a couple of defenders, taken down at the 37 by Isaiah Baptiste.
A very good return there for Kyle Negan. A couple of missed tackles. BR players just not wrapping up, trying to use their body. Eventually comes down, but good starting field position at the 37.
As now Red Nation starting to get loud here at the regional. DeRocher got a low snap, and he's going to pay for it. Taken down in the backfield by Peebles once again.
Another great defensive play. Peebles just goes unblocked once again. If the Panthers haven't learned, you got to take account for number 23.
Second down, 2nd and 14.
So off the 4-yard loss, this has turned into an impressive second half defensively for Adrian Peebles. But more importantly, it's coming down to a question of what can Plymouth South possibly do on offense. It was a clock management game, really, it feels like, in the first 3 quarters of this game for Darren Frizzetti. Taking the handoff, DeRocher getting rushed, will throw it and complete the pass for about a 5-yard gain. That is complete. It looks like number 4, McDonald.
McDonald running a shallow cross right there, kind of stopping right around the hash mark of the 40. Just trying to get back some of that yardage to make it within 30 manageable, 3rd and 7 right now. But one of the first few passes completed in the entire second half for Plymouth South.
DeRocher 4 for 9 here in this game, and he has a couple of interceptions as well. Third and 7. Trojans faithful getting behind their team again. DeRocher knocked away. The Trojans defense came to play here in the 4th.
This just looked to be a little quick inside pass, but that ball thrown behind McDonald. DeRocher having a very sketchy second half here.
Creed knocked it away, intended for McDonald again. And over end. This kick doesn't exactly have the distance. About a 25-yard kick. Just had a quick look. But nonetheless, 8 minutes straight up to go here in the 4th quarter. As this one is starting to pick up its intensity.
PR right now, all the momentum on their side after the couple of incompletions. That last touchdown from Lewis. Keep your run game working, work in that play action. We've seen that work a couple of times. Your BR, you have a chance to take the lead here. And right now with the momentum on your defensive side, one score could put this away.
Trojans again looking for their first win of the season. Last season it was difficult to get positive momentum in the early part of the year. A quick pass to Reed, who was flying by on the sweep for about a 5-yard gain.
Second time we've seen that. We've seen Reed in motion a couple of times. This time they finally go to him on the jet touch pass right there. Gets a nice 5-yard gain. 4-yard, excuse me.
At some point here, does it almost feel like Ian Bain has to go for a big play just with the crowd behind his team right now? Or do you stick with that ground game and continue to try and work that clock down a little bit?
You stick with your bread and butter. Lewis has been killing it all game. We said 105 yards after that touchdown. You stick with what's been working. You don't want to risk it. He does have an interception on the day.
Lewis again lowering his shoulders into Plymouth South territory to the 49 for about a 5-yard gain again.
It'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 1.
His 21st touch of this game.
Obviously, we knew with the transfers BR had, Lewis was going to get more touches here.
Sticking with that bread and butter, new set of downs across the 45 to the 44.
And who else but Lewis? Once again, I feel like we said his name a bunch of times today, but for good reason. Another first down pickup.
Number 44.
Braden Lewis has carried the ball so much, I actually needed to get a second row here on the score sheet. But again, a long history of BR running backs continuing on here with Braden Lewis. This time to the far side. Lewis trying to find some open holes, and will be stopped just shy of the first down marker, it looks like.
Lewis able to bounce this one outside. Great blocking from the tackle. For a second and short, but another great carry from Lewis. And we haven't given enough credit. This offensive line has been phenomenal for BR.
That was one of the things we kind of pointed out to each other looking back at the film from last week, especially on the right side of that line. Very impressed with the holes that were opened up. Inside of 5.5 to go here in the fourth. Tied at 7.
See linebackers dropping back in coverage.
And timeout taken by Ian Bain. A very big play here. A chance to at least have the coaches kind of examine what those linebackers were doing. You were talking about before that timeout was called.
Yeah, we saw two of the outside linebackers creeping up on the line. And then Lambert obviously talking to his coach, changing the play. Linebackers dropping back into coverage, and then another one coming in on that line. So BR just trying to kind of see what Plymouth South is doing. We've seen a couple of blitzes from them. BR, we have seen having trouble picking up the blitz a little bit. But so far, I think they kind of want to see what's going on from that defensive side.
It almost feels like there's an added sense of urgency for this team, and Ian Bain touched on that earlier this season, actually, before the season started, to the Taunton Gazette's Cameron Merritt, saying we can't take a single minute for granted in the meeting room or in the practice field. We've got to go. That sense of urgency, not that it wasn't there last year, is accelerated now when you combine the expectations with the great opponents. And certainly Plymouth South showing that they are one of those great opponents. Lambert keeps it. Lambert, first down.
This play, a designed quarterback run. Reed in motion once again. Fakes the handoff. Goes right up the middle. And as the PA announces, that's another first down for BR.
Don't see Lambert use the legs too much, but saw it there to get a new set of downs going inside of 5 minutes to go. BR trying to use as much clock as possible. A chant of "Let's Go Trojans" from Red Nation as Lewis goes to the far side, met at the line of scrimmage. Once again, Finnegan Burr meets him at the first line of contact.
This is a great play, shedding off of the guard right there. Making the play at the line of scrimmage, only letting up 1 yard. One of the few times we've seen Lewis go for 3 yards or less.
Looks like 3 of his carries were less than 3 yards, but one of them was a 2-yard touchdown run that evens the scoring at 7. Trojans looking to go ahead here with under 4 minutes to go. Lambert, quick drop back, lets it fly for the end zone. Pulled in. Trojans in front.
This is an unbelievable throw from Jack Lambert. And we saw this earlier. Caden Blake having the step, but Lambert overthrew it. Not this time. Lambert says to Blake, I got you this time.
Lambert said, keep running to Blake, I'll find you. And he found the senior receiver. What a grab.
Touchdown number 0, Caden Blake.
Trojans are in front by 7.
Point after the catch is good. The score, Trojans 14, Panthers 7.
At times it feels like BR has to work to those big plays. I remember last year there was a 69-yard pass that Jack Lambert made to Dylan Reed against Dartmouth. It took a while to get to that type of throw, but just like tonight, it took a while for Jack Lambert to have the confidence to make that type of throw and complete it to Caden Blake in the end zone.
And you watch film all week on these guys, you see what they're giving you defensively, and Plymouth South runs a lot of zone out of their defense. That time, safety not there. Corner gets beat by a single step. That's all it takes. And Blake grabs it.
So Plymouth South should have some clock to work with here as that bounces off of a Panther, and the Trojans recover. The ball bounces for BR.
Oh my goodness, you have time. You had 3:44 on the clock here if you're Plymouth South. And it goes right off of the face mask. A huge, huge killer to your confidence right there.
I believe that was Kyle Wynn who couldn't hold on to it. It just bounced off his face mask. I believe that was number 25, Ryan Alves, with the recovery. As we take a look at the replay, it's going to go right off the face.
Wynn tries to catch it with his hands. One thing that you're taught, especially as a returner, you got to let the ball come to you. Get your hands underneath it.
Braden Lewis pulled down around the 16-yard line, but wow, momentum has changed just like that.
And that's the name of the game. There's a reason we play 60 minutes here. Momentum can change at any time. Or 48 minutes.
Can you imagine if we were here for 60 minutes? That'd be a long broadcast.
What do you think NFL commentators do most of the time?
I usually
college.
I usually watch Scott Hansen. We've been through that before. We don't have to go through that conversation. Nonetheless, here, BR just trying to kill off a few extra seconds here before every snap. Handoff again to Lewis. Lowers the boom, rolling off a defender inside the 10-yard line.
And if you're BR right now, you have the momentum on your side. You have the lead. Whatever you do, you run the ball with the guy who's been making it work all day long, Braden Lewis. An unbelievable night for the junior.
His 26th touch of the ball in this game. Between carries and receptions. He's had one 10-yard reception, along with a couple of quick shovel passes. Clock ticking down to 2:15. And Lewis chugging his way to the 6.
Timeout, Panthers.
Plymouth South calls their second timeout of the second half.
Once again, a good push up front, and Lewis keeping those legs turning once again. Lewis, a very north-south runner, doesn't like to go east-west, goes straight, and I think that's what his coaches love about him most.
Again, for the BR Trojans, we talked about last week losing as time expired, and then last season facing Plymouth South, a game that came down to a failed 2-point conversion. You'd have to think there was a little bit of extra motivation perhaps coming into this game for Ian Bain and his players.
You obviously come into this game, you lost to them after you had scored a touchdown, but losing on the very last play, not something you wanted to see. So obviously BR getting the message here, trying to put these guys away.
Plymouth South has one timeout remaining with 2:09 to go, but one would have to believe a touchdown would put this one away. Hand off to Lewis, gets across the 5, going to bring up third down, and the third and final timeout for Plymouth South.
Another good carry, another bunch left formation. We love seeing Bridgewater running this out. Majority of the time, Reed coming off to that right side to take the linebacker. And another good run for Lewis, as they were in 4 more yards to take this by 2 scores.
Does it almost feel like you have to give the ball one more time to Braden Lewis and just let him finish out this drive with the night he's had?
This is the Braden Lewis game so far. He has had majority of the momentum. He's created majority of the plays for BR. This is, I believe, his 28th touch of the day. Besides the one passing touchdown, which was incredible, it has been Braden Lewis all night long.
Almost a throwback style game here at the regional. Lambert, quick pitch over to Lewis. Head over heels. This is a Braden Lewis game.
I am speechless. Unbelievable play from Lewis. Does his best gymnast performance there as he goes up and over the top in for the score. And right now it is all BR.
Braden Lewis says good night to the Panthers single-handedly as we get a replay of Lewis going head over heels, and he landed hard on number 2, Chase Macris, who is, I believe, the player they're looking at on the field right now. Certainly hope in a situation like that, the way Lewis came down, it's just a situation where the wind just got taken out of Macris.
Yeah, obviously not something you want to see, especially because these guys are good as he gets right back up. But BR, with Braden Lewis putting this team on his back, now goes up by 3 scores. Or 2 scores, excuse me.
Coming on for the PAT is Jillian Allen. And PAT is good. Trojans in front by 2 scores, 21-7. Flags are flying.
These most likely are flags of frustration. Here's one more look as he landed right on top of Chase Macris. But just an unbelievable play there from Lewis.
An unbelievable night by Braden Lewis, dare I say. He was legitimately BR's offense for most of this night. As the flag, it looks like, is going on the BR Trojans.
BR charged with a penalty. They'll be moving the kickoff.
So let's see if we can see it on the replay. So I think I could be crazy, but I think it could be on Nick Rotondo when he was jumping up and down.
I'm not sure.
I mean, we're kind of left in our own space here. We don't really know what the call is as far as numbers.
It didn't look like any contact was made. Most likely probably just a taunting and all that. Maybe came up to a Plymouth South player making contact with him. Not sure, though.
So we'll move the kickoff back, and Plymouth South will start from right around midfield. 1:55 to go here in the 4th, down by 2 scores.
If you're Plymouth South here, your bread and butter this game has been the QB run. Under 2 minutes here, you don't have any timeouts. Fortunately, your quarterback's been struggling in the pass game. You need to throw the ball here. You need to make plays downfield, and you need to score quickly.
How about the turnaround offensively for the BR Trojans? We talked about the fact that this has been the Braden Lewis game, but BR 21 points here in the 4th quarter, having a hard time getting anything off of situations the defense gave them. As DeRocher, quick pass is going to be complete to right around the 40, so that should stop the clock momentarily while they move the chains. Completed to Maxwell Arnold.
Just a good little route from Arnold as he comes just out of the backfield on a small wheel route there. Able to pick up the first down.
Clock winding down once again. DeRocher going for the sideline, going to be incomplete. And now it almost feels like it's just a sense of frustration by the quarterback, as that was well short of the intended target.
That pass looking a little rushed there, trying to get that one to Robert Anzalone on a comeback route here. As you can see on the outside, comes back to his outside, but that ball way short.
The clock is the Panthers' enemy at this point. As BR scratched and clawed and got 21 points here in the fourth. That's going to be over the head of Anzalone.
Pass incomplete. Third down, 3rd and 10.
And that was good coverage there from Caden Bernard, not giving up any space, but that pass never had a chance.
Defensive pressure brought in by number 15, Caden Barnard.
And a late flag comes out.
It's in the backfield, could be on Plymouth South here.
Flag on the play. Roughing the passer.
Well, roughing the passer call.
We'll move that ball up.
If you're BR, that's not what you want there.
Almost feels like, obviously it's a passing play down by 2 scores, but maybe you have DeRocher take 1 or 2 legitimate shots at the end zone here before you get inside of a minute to go. As right now, we are more than happy to get anything under, and
Yeah,
can't really call that on one play. It looks like it was a double feature.
yeah, but there's contact up near the head, neck area. They're going to call that 100% of the time.
DeRocher on the run. That is complete to Anzalone, who will get into the end zone with 1:25 to go.
Touchdown number 5, Robert Anzalone.
And if that's Plymouth South, that's exactly what you want to see there. Quick score within around 35 seconds of the drive. As Barnard looked like he came up hobbling at the end of that play. Anzalone able to get a touchdown there and a huge score.
Arnold coming on for the PAT, and that is good. So 21-14. The Trojans are in front, as that may be the coaching point of the week for Ian Bain after a roughing the passer penalty. The very next play is a touchdown reception to Robert Anzalone.
And this is right now going to be the biggest play of the game. BR knows they're going to onside kick it. Panthers know they're going to onside kick it. Question is who gets it. We take another look there. It's just a simple mid-crossing route from Anzalone, able to get that step over Barnard and just takes it to the end zone. But if you're BR here, you have one job and one job only. You need to get the ball, and this game is over.
We see it in college. We see it in the pros. It's very difficult for the team trying the onside kick to get the ball.
Biggest play of the game here.
Again, it has to go 10 yards unless it's touched by a BR player. Takes an awkward bounce into the hands of Cam Knudsen. I think Zach just embodied Trojan Nation right there. Breathing a sigh of relief over the fingertips of Caden Blake and into the hands of number 7 before he gets taken down by 3 Panthers.
Blake not able to get up there in time. And a huge play there from Knudsen. And that will do it.
Lambert will come on for the final kneel downs here at the regional. In a game where the Panthers were in front 7-0 going into the half, going into the fourth, before the BR Trojans ripped off 21 straight points. And a lot of that is thanks to the play of number 1 Braden Lewis, who has put himself as a true offensive star in this game.
That will do it.
So about 130 all-purpose yards for Braden Lewis, a couple of touchdowns, a reception. Braden Lewis truly did it all for the BR Trojans here tonight.
Just an unbelievable game from Lewis, and we saw it all night long, and we talked about it coming out of halftime. If you're BR, you got to give it to your playmakers. And who else but number 1 to lead the charge for the Trojans?
Ian Bain realized that there was a sense of urgency coming into this season, a sense of urgency going into the fourth quarter, and all it took was his junior running back taking over and leading the Trojans to a 21-14 win here at the Regional in the first home game of the season. This is the first game of a 3-game homestand here at the Regional. The BR Trojans play once again coming up next week against the Marshfield Rams, and then on the 26th against Middleborough. Both of those games a 6 p.m. kickoff. I want to thank you all for watching, and I want to thank the crew behind the scenes. For Zach Sylvia, I'm John Luck. Thanks for watching.